What is going on, people? Good afternoon. Frank Meister here. What's going on with my peoples in there, Marv Meisters? Thought I'd do a quick live. We're getting ready to view a presser in regards to the Harmony Montgomery missing girl update. Thought I'd come on now, give us a few minutes to do a little bit of chatting before the presser starts. So, how's everybody's day going? I hope it's going well. I finally got some good sleep last night, and after our live, I ended up going to bed, and that's about it. And then we got a live again at 7 tonight. We're going to finish up the deposition on Josh Ayers from the floor fire. So, what's everybody else doing today besides working or whatever's going on in your household? Hi, Raggedy Susan. D, nice to see you. Got a couple minutes here before this presser starts. Anything new out there, people? So what'd they say about the dog, D? Hi, Jill. Got about 4 minutes before the presser starts. Anybody got anything to talk about? Hopefully it's some good news on Harmony, guys. But I have a bad feeling about this one, so. Oh, Lord. Been a long week, guys. This is let's see. I'll have 4 lives in 3 days. A lot of people probably didn't think I'd be able to do it. But I'm here doing it, guys, without Marv's help. She'll be listening in. She'll be watching. I've already talked to her. Hi, Trust and Justice. Nice to see you. Hi, Stacy. Hey, what's going on, people? Yeah, I just started Boston. I wanted to start it a couple minutes early because the presser is supposed to start at 2 o'clock about Harmony Montgomery. So, Raggedy Susan, she's talking about her niece or sister's dog. Thank you, D. And once again, if anybody is willing to help out, donate to get a bouquet of flowers or whatever we can do to help the McKirkland family, it would be greatly appreciated to show our support to the family. D, you got the PayPal account information that'll be put up here in just a little bit. Let's see if I have it here. Nope. I don't know what happened to my banners, but all right, let's see if we can get this thing going here. All right, guys. We'll be right back. Couple minutes. I'm praying to God they found her, but I hope it's good news, not bad news. But like I said, I don't think it's good news at all. I've been reading up on some articles, and it doesn't look good, but we'll see what they have to say. Give us just a moment here. About 1 minute, guys. Hey, Mandy Ray, nice to see you, hon. What a day. What a day already. All right. We'll go ahead and get this started now so we don't miss any of it, guys. what? Hey, C-Benz, nice to see you. Here we go, guys.
specifically want to extend my gratitude to WMUR and Fox Boston for continuously keeping Harmony's story at the forefront. Both outlets and many others did so with compassion and professionalism, and for that I say thank you. I know that over the past 8 months that there have been many discussions, speculation, and questions relative to where the system failed Harmony. And I myself continue to share the same concerns and still have many remaining questions. However, the homicide of this little girl rests with the person or persons who committed this horrific act. The Manchester Police Department will do everything within the limits of the law to ensure that the responsible person or persons for the murder of Harmony are brought to justice. As always, I encourage members of the public to continue to use a dedicated tip line should they have any information at all that would assist us in locating Harmony or any information that they feel is relevant to this investigation. The dedicated tip line has, the dedicated tip line number is 603-203-6060. Again, that number is 603-203-6060. As I said from the beginning, I maintain the stance that there are people out there in the community that have information about this investigation who have yet to come forward. If you are that person, pay attention to me carefully. If you are that person, I implore you to do so now and come forward. I'm not asking you to do it for me, for the people in this room, the people that have been working this investigation. Do it for this little girl who's on this screen. The time is now. Time to step up and do the right thing. Make the call to that tip line or contact the Manchester Police Department any way you see fit. Harmony is a sweet and innocent child who deserves to be brought home to her family and friends. Thank you. General?
Thank you, Chief. Thank you again to your department, your team, and all of our law enforcement partners for their assistance in this investigation. Before we close, I just want to take one more opportunity to express my deepest sympathies to Harmony's family, friends, and loved ones. All homicide cases are difficult. Any loss of human life is tragic. But cases like this that involve young children and young girls like this are especially difficult. We have a lot of work ahead. But as Chief Aldenberg said, and as our partners believe, we will not stop until we get justice for Harmony and those who loved her. As to any further specifics or questions about the evidence in this case or the investigation at this point, due to the fact that this is an ongoing criminal investigation, we're unable to make further comments at this time. We do thank you all for being here today.
A very sad update to be bringing to you here on Live Now from Fox. Again, police say they are now going to be investigating this as a homicide case, although her remains have not yet been found. Of course, we'll be staying on top of any other details and developments in this case for you here on Live Now from Fox. I'm going to also remind all of our viewers we are going to be on standby for a very important some remarks being made by Attorney General.
All right, guys. Sorry about the mess up on the volume, but I finally figured it out. Man, this is crazy. They're considering it a homicide now, but have not found her body yet. Just unbelievable what people will do to children these days. True Crime Shannon, with Shannon's going to cover it all in a video later, guys. If you want to jump over to her channel, I'm sure she'll put a date or a time out that she'll have the video ready. Has anybody got any questions or concerns, or has anybody got anything to chat about concerning this case or any other case we could chat real quick about? Vanessa, I think it's just pure evil in the world when it comes to people hurting precious babies. It's just, I mean, if you didn't want to have a child, you should have never played, because you know the saying is, if you play, you got to pay when it comes to having children. So if you're not willing to pay, keep your thing in your pants. Or women, not trying to be cruel or disrespectful, keep them closed. The little girl, Sierra, was Harmony Montgomery. She went missing back in 2021. They reported her missing, I should say, back in 2021. Sorry, Polygraph, it was the last second thing. Yeah, this is ridiculous, guys. This world is just going nuts. Yeah, Polygraph, sorry about that. Like I said, it was a last second thing. I had just remembered that I got word that there was going to be a presser last night, and it just came in my brain about 1:15 to 1:30 this afternoon. So I had to do a real quick thing on it. Thanks for the info, D. I've got all the information, but like I said, it was a last minute thing I had to do, and I just didn't have all my stuff in front of me. So now they're considering it a homicide. So exactly, Frenchie. If you don't want to, if you have a child and you're not willing to take care of it, there's safe haven boxes all over the country that you can just drop the baby off and it'll go to a good home without any repercussions on the biological parent's side. So yes, true crime with Shannon. I am learning. I'm getting there. It might take some time, but I'm learning. Yeah, Polly, I didn't have the sound turned on in like the first 30 seconds, and I had to stop sharing and go back in and turn the audio on for the video. But the most important part was they declared it a homicide, so, and they still haven't found the remains. And that was the breaking news that they wanted to announce, is that they're considering it a homicide now. Yeah, the mother is in jail right now, isn't she? I believe they're both in jail. Yeah, the father is in jail. Yeah, I do recall that. I do know the mother was in jail too. So who had her after that, no one knows. Or if something happened to her prior to them going to jail, we'll never know unless somebody calls in with a tip or the father or mother decide to step up and tell the truth. Until that time comes, we're just on a standby waiting process on more on this case. Hi, Wanda from Missouri. So true crime Shannon is, her bio mom is not in jail, so it was the stepmom. Yeah, I believe so too, D. The refrigerator they hauled out of there, I believe it contained some type of evidence in it. That's why they came up with the murder charge or the murder investigation. Marv, if you're listening, the announcement is that they decided they are going to open up a homicide investigation to Harmony Montgomery, but the remains have not been found yet, and they will keep us updated as much as they can. And like I said, every time I hear something on this case, I'll go ahead and pull up a live and show the presser if they have one, or whatever information I can gather. I will keep the panel and everybody updated, the chat. YouTube, Facebook group. Marvelous to know they do not have a body. They have not found the remains yet. Marv's in New York, guys, if some of you guys don't know this. She's been following me, my lives and everything, make sure I'm doing everything correctly and everything. And if I make a boo-boo, like just a few minutes ago, she called me while the stream was going on to let me know there was no sound on your guys' end, and she had to walk me through on what I had to do. So pretty sad. It is pretty sad. How can a father sit back knowing either he knows what happened to his daughter or he did something to his daughter, and he's just sitting back and not saying a word about it? That's the most disgusting thing that a father or a parent can do to their child. Correct, Boston. Not just only the parents, anybody that has any information is sitting back and not saying anything. They're just as guilty as the person that did anything to this little girl. Yes, Sierra, these cases like this, when it comes to children, is, you know, I thought C-SPAM or CSAM was bad, but when you're killing your own children, they're our future. Why would you want to take them out? Just because you didn't want to step up to the plate and be a parent? It's always been out there that you can take your child to Child Protective Services, render them to them, saying you can't take care of them no more. They got safe haven boxes all over the country. You know, there's parents out there that can't, or adults out there that can't have children. And this is an opportunity for a couple to have a child if you allow them to have that chance. But to kill a child so no one else can take care of it is just dead wrong, and it's sickening, and hell awaits the people that did this to this little girl. She was 5 years old, Jan Brubaker, at the time of her disappearance. So, like I said, guys, I wanted to come on here real quick and do the presser. I know I didn't do a very good job, but at least we got to the chief explaining things to us. If you have any more questions, you're more than welcome to email me or Marv at our email, which is at the bottom of the screen here, marvandfrank@gmail.com. Yeah, I don't think anybody that kills a child either should get any type of deal at all. The way I look at it in this country is eye for an eye. That's just the way I feel about it. Because if it was my child and I know I did wrong or did harm, my guilty conscience right off the bat, I spill the beans right off the bat. There's no way I would be able to hide it. No way. I'm an emotional person when it comes to my children. So if anybody ever did anything to my children, you might as well just send the cops straight over to my house and handcuff me, because I swear to God, I would take somebody out if they hurt my child. They might as well just take me. And once again, me and True Crime with Shannon will be live again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to finish up the Josh Ayers deposition from the Florida fires. We got into some interesting information before we ended our live last night, so we want to continue and finish that up. Lisa Presley, yes. But then again, hell with that hanging. They do the same thing to her, what they did to her, if they ever know what happened to her. The hell with that hanging stuff. I want you to feel pain. I want you to go through torture like that little girl did. I'm sorry I talk like I'm speaking my mind, But like I said before, everybody, children are our future. If we don't have our children, we don't have a future. I want everybody, if you get a chance, to go over and jump into True Crime Shannon's channel, sub to her. We're trying to get her to 500 subs. If everybody could do that for me, please. Shannon, if you want to post your link again. D, if you could post everybody's links again one more time before I cut this live off. And once again, we had a live last week in regards to Karina McCorkland's remains. And we had decided that we want to put together a little a fundraiser of some sort to get a bouquet of flowers or something from the memorial. We do not have a time or date for the memorial yet, but at least we want to do is have enough money already collected so we know exactly when to order the flowers and have them being sent to the memorial. So you guys can donate to our PayPal account. If you decide to do a super sticker or super chat, we'll make sure that money goes to the PayPal account where we could use it for donations when it comes to Karina McCorkland's family, travel expenses, whatever the necessary means are for this family to send Karina off in a good way. So they're always on our minds. And yes, we do keep in contact with Jerry. She usually gives a hold of us if there's any new news. We try not to bother her the least as we can, because we know the family needs their space and their time to mourn and things in that nature. So Wanda from Missouri, 100%. I agree with you. Georgia girl, do you know what felony charges? Was it the food stamp fraud? I believe that's what it was, the food stamp fraud that she was charged with. Is Radar in the chat? I didn't see Radar in here. All right, guys, about another 5 minutes. I'm gonna get out of here. Get some things done around here. I got to do some vacuuming, some dusting, and take my dog out, clean myself up, and get ready for tonight's live at 7 p.m. Queen of Oasin, you missed the presser for the 5-year-old girl, Harmony Montgomery, out of Manchester, New Hampshire, who went missing a few years back and has not been found. And the presser today was to let the public know that they're investigating her disappearance as a homicide now, even though her remains have not been found. Okay, so they did drop the charges on Kayla. Okay. Thanks, Dee, for posting all these links for me. Of course, I can't do all this stuff and run this channel by myself, so I'm glad I've got my peoples in the chat that are helping me out today. So what's new for everybody today? Everybody working? Everybody chilling out today? Taking a day off? Or what's going on, people? Try to lift the mood a little bit before I get out of here. I know Shannon's probably at work. Dee's at home. I already know that. I almost on a daily basis. Let's see who else we got in here. Hey, Vanessa, you still at work too? Yeah, she said she'll see me later. Polygraph, it's nice to see you, sweetie. Let's see who else we got in here. It's been a minute since I saw you, French. Where you been hiding, man? Stacy, how's the new grandbaby? I see Queen of Oasin is chilling out, just like me. Randy should be going be on the panel with us tonight, guys. Hopefully he is. So I'm sure everybody wants to see Randy. He's been gone for a week and went down to Pennsylvania to see his mother. Lisa Presley, I do not have a POI in the Delphi case due to the fact that so many names have been thrown out there. We will not name a POI because if we name a POI and they end up making an arrest and filing charges, we don't want to look like idiots naming the wrong person. So we will not name a POI. But we've got a few people that we're looking at real hard. So what's up, Chopper Harris, Jumping Jack Flash? Yeah, my granddaughter was born in January, so she's getting big. Whoa, 14 pounds at 3 months? That's a big little girl. Wow. What's going on, Vince? Nice to see you, bud. Yeah, I agree, Boston. Matthew 18:10. Be careful. Don't think these little children are worth nothing. I tell you that they have angels in heaven who are always with our Father in heaven. Totally agree. Totally agree. I do believe in the higher power and things that are in the Bible. Even though I might not be a Bible thumper, but I do have my beliefs, guys. I might not seem like it with my attitude or the way I act sometimes, but believe me, I do. I've experienced it one time in church, and it really freaked me out. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. I'll be back at 7 p.m. with True Crime Shannon and hopefully Randy to finish up the Josh Ayers deposition from the Florida fire. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. Please join me back at 7 p.m. this evening. Hope to see everybody there. My motto, peace out, one love, y'all.